Tuesday, sinister lighting for the start of the video, which is really nice lighting actually. Terrifying. Yeah, here we are, Tuesday, as we know, not a good day on many people's watch. I don't mind Tuesday, I actually don't mind them anymore. Today, I was going to suggest that we talk about quitting one thing, allowing you to do anything. And it's something I never really realised or thought. So my journey, my story revolves around alcohol, and quitting that one thing I didn't realise basically unlocked potential and room in my life for me to do whatever I want. Literally anything I want. I didn't realise how much of a trap that I was in, how much of a slave I was to a substance, and it is mad how much of a slave you can be for something like alcohol. So hard to see that you are in the grips of addiction when you are, and that you're unable to do a lot of things in life because of your addiction. And sadly, a lot of people never realise that they're addicted to something, or they turn a blind eye to it because it is easier. It's a lot easier day to day to just turn a blind eye to these addictions and these habits that we know, like anything, short-term gain is often long-term pain, and vice versa, the opposite. It definitely applies. You know, this short-term pain always results in long-term benefits, always. So, yeah, I've been thinking about that, how removing one thing has allowed me to be able to do everything, literally everything and anything. And I've got so many interests now, so many passions that I had before, but that had just been like suffocated by this addiction. And recovering from that might be years of recovery, but you realise these little things that you were doing, and these big things, and this recovery just keeps coming. It's not like I thought you'd get to a point and you're like, right, I'm recovered now. I haven't got to that point. I'm like still just learning and picking up stuff and go, fuck yeah, I did used to do that. Which gets me onto my other point. And this is more of a question of, does it take a certain amount of emotional intelligence to successfully quit an addiction? Because I feel like maybe it does. And I'll tell you why I think it does take a certain amount of, let's just say, intelligence, not emotional intelligence, because the thought process, day in, day out, firstly, I had to, the minute I decided I was going to stop drinking, I had to split my brain in half. I did it subconsciously, but I realised that half my brain was out of control and just was trying to get me to drink at all times. And there was this other half of the brain that was completely lost in this battle, like it was just losing, and I wouldn't pay attention to it, which was me, I guess. And once I realised, fuck, I am in the grips of addiction again, can't be having this, and that's when I decided I was going to quit. I then pretty quickly realised that I did have two sides of my brain where it felt like that. One of them was not very well and trying to constantly get me to drink or escape reality, what I've learned. The other side, which is me, was like, right, we don't want to do that. Let's not do that today. And I knew from life and literature, I guess. One day at a time, just don't drink, just don't drink. Next day, just don't drink. Take whatever comes with it, but just don't drink. And I did that. And yeah, that's what happens, that's how it starts. But the thought process behind all of that, day in, day out, having to navigate your cravings and your habits, and like, what do we do now at the weekends? Like, what do I do at parties? What do I do at weddings? What do I do at Christmas? What do I do on Fridays? What do I do after rugby games? Everything about these things took like deep thought, and not just deep thought, but like complex thoughts, and like working things out for real. So with that as my evidence, and I'm not saying I'm an intelligent person, but that proves to me that for me, I needed to really work things out, a bit like you work out a maze in, like, is there a maze at Warwick Castle? Don't know. I've heard Warwick Castle is a bit overpriced. I hope it's not. It shouldn't be. It's a castle. They should just go like £10, come in. Do you like what we've done with the place? That is chainmail from the Battle of Hastings. Please feel free to touch it, but please don't pull it. Anyway, yeah, that's what I've worked out. It is like a maze, a daily maze. There's not really any days off, and you constantly need to focus on this greater sort of goal you've got of living a better life than what you've been living. And it's just this constant daily work, which is why we called it dirty work. It's daily work of thinking about yourself, and it is selfish. An addiction is selfish, but you really do have to be selfish in them first few months to a year of working out the mess you've made in your own brain. So yeah, does it take a certain amount of intelligence to navigate through that? Because I know there's obviously then help for people who maybe can't do it naturally on their own. There's AA, and I saw in AA a lot of people I could tell just couldn't go to that deeper level of why they've done what they've done, why they've got to where they've got to. And there's actually nothing wrong with them. It's just something that's happened to them that I think can happen to anyone if they've got that within them. So anyway, I'm talking shit now, officially. Let's do song of the day. I did Mac Miller Woods yesterday, and I'm trying to think of artists that like I've done, so I don't like double an artist. So do you know what? I'm going to do Slow Tie, TN Biscuits, and I'm telling you why. I haven't got a clue where Slow Tie is anymore. I know he had allegations of rape, obviously awful, but I'm pretty sure he got proven innocent. But this was in like 2021, so since 2021 I don't think Slow Tie's released any music. What a brilliant time it would be for him to come back, unless there's stuff going on with him that I don't know about, where he's like he's done something else bad, or he's been proven to be guilty, or whatever. Either way, I've always really liked Slow Tie. I think he's got like an X factor that a lot of rappers don't have. He's different, and he crosses into that punk lane, which I've always liked. I've liked rappers who do that. I think he's one of the best British rappers that can do punk music. He did like is it called Doorman with Muramasa? It's a punk tune basically, and it sounds wicked. So I'm going to do TN Biscuits though, which is his original first tune that was like what blew him up. And there was a lot of hype around him after this tune, wasn't there? And I like the video, I love the song, I love the beat. Enjoy it. Slow Tie, TN Biscuits. That's the Daily Dirt. I'll see you all on Wednesday.